Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Now, I have something that I'm going to talk about that I don't usually follow because I don't follow drama and celebrities and all that crap. But this was in my subscription feed, so I took time out of my day to take a look at it. And I am referring to Soulja Boy on Everyday Struggle. Now, I've never heard of that show before until I've given it time and watched it. And everything that occurred on that show, what I had to endure for about 50 minutes or 30 minutes or so of absolutely poor grammar and people who believe that they are something that they aren't, to say in polite terms, I really wanted to just make this video about Mr. Soulja Boy, as he likes to call himself. Because the things that he was implying really started to irk me. So without any further ado, let's hop right into this freaking video. This man, Soulja Boy, is under the impression that he's actually selling a new console even though it's an emulator. Now, we all have to know about the Soulja Boy consoles. They've been trending and all of that crap. And I didn't give my tidbits because I felt like the horse was getting beaten. And I mean, everything that was said is already said. But this man is actually under the impression that he's selling a new console when he's just selling emulators. Now, if you guys don't know, there are plenty of people that actually make emulators and ROM hacks. And he honestly believes that his little million that he's made from the console, he honestly believes that that's legit, and what he's doing is, license and stuff, when all he's really doing is just selling emulators, and they're not actually real consoles. And he's also under the impression that his consoles are actually famous, but for the right reasons, when in reality they're famous for the wrong reasons, because people like ripping on them. And he honestly believes that Nintendo wanted to get with him pertaining to his console that is only capable of running games made in the last century, the 1900s. The 1900s. He honestly believes that they are trying to get with him to discuss business, when in reality they're discussing lawsuits, because all this man is doing is ripping off their games. I mean, Nintendo doesn't F around, guys. Like, if you don't know, like, they come after ROM hack creators. Mario ROM hacks, they will come after you. So the fact that this man actually is trying to put his name on Nintendo products and making profit off of it? Oh. This man, Nintendo is about to come with a 24-inch pipe, and it's going right up where the sun doesn't shine on Soulja Boy, man, because he is really under the impression that that is a new console, and he has every right to put his name on that, even though he is making money off of an emulator that emulates Nintendo games. And like I said, Nintendo comes after ROM hack people who don't even make money off of their hacks. So the fact that he's putting his name on that console, I feel bad for that guy. These corporations don't mess around about that lawsuit, man. They will come after you in a heartbeat. So it's kind of sad how ignorant he is to what's actually going on. But let me move on to the second issue. He says that he's so-called selling his console for $100, even though previously that console was around, I believe, $300, which is more expensive than a freaking PlayStation 4 at the moment. And he's also said that he has a program and he's lowered the price to $100, and that in his program, if you donate a certain amount of money, he'll give you a free console and Soulja Watch. I don't believe that this man understands the concept of free and money, because if you have to give a quote-unquote donation to buy something that's free, how exactly does that make that free? As he's only giving the free Soulja Watch and console to someone who's giving the biggest donation. Oh man, Soulja Boy, if you spent half of your time investing in a book and grammar skills and English skills, compared to the time that you're investing into this console, which doesn't really appear that you've invested time into it at all, perhaps you'd actually understand the meaning of the word free and the concept of exchange. Because apparently you don't, buddy. Because something that's free is something that you don't have to give anything to get. You're asking people to give you a donation, cough cough, to get a free Soulja console and a Soulja Watch. Which means they're giving you money to receive your product. So what about that is free? Please tell me if I'm wrong. Please guys in the comments tell me if I am wrong, because I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think something that's free would require you to give a quote-unquote donation. Alright, I want to get on to the most offensive thing that he said in the entire show that I had to endure of absolute cancerous grammar and dialogue. Oh man, it literally makes me want to throw up how bad those people were talking. Of course, when backed into the corner, Soulja Boy activates his trap card. The race card, ladies and gentlemen, the race card. He talks about how if you don't buy his products, you're not supporting black businesses. Oh man, that was the final straw. That's what got me up and needed me to, that's what persuaded me to make this video. That was the final straw. I wasn't gonna make a video on this man, but after hearing that crap and everything else that he said, I had to get on it. Pause. He's comparing his products to people like, Bill Gates and people on Amazon, and saying how they're white guys and you're supporting them, but he's a black guy and you're not supporting him. You know, the good old race card, backed in the corner like a cornered animal. He activates his trap card, the race card. Okay, Soulja Boy, let me explain to you something. What you're implying is an absolute disgrace to people who are actually black business owners. Because unlike you, who has the financial stability and money to invest in huge deals that could actually make new things, you did a half-rump job and just you made an emulator, called it a console. You got a so-called rip-off of an Apple Watch, sold it at a freaking higher price than an Apple Watch. You got a Soulja tablet, which is a rip-off of most Android tablets, sold it at a higher price. Everything that you are doing is a rip-off. Everything. And you have the financial stability to make new things. Actual black business owners, most of the time, are starting off with absolutely nothing, from scratch, and here you are, a multi-millionaire, with the ability to make new things. Maybe if you actually tried to put some actual software into your Soulja watches and your Soulja consoles, maybe people would actually be buying these things for the right reasons instead of to rip them to shreds in videos and roast you about how lazy and incompetent you are. Because that's what it really is at the end of the day, Soulja Boy. Because you're really putting the boy in your name with your lack of comprehension skills. I'm just saying, man. The fact that you think that this is a race game, and this is the reason you're getting so much backlash, just proves how much of a boy you really are. Because you have absolute financial stability, which is something that is required for most businesses to get off the ground. And here you are, making ripoff after ripoff after ripoff of multi-corporation products. You're ripping off Android tablets. You're ripping off emulators and Nintendo games. You're ripping off Apple. Nothing that you are making is new. What is wrong with you? Please, someone tell me what is wrong with this human being that truly does not understand why he is getting so much backlash. What is wrong with him? Is it really, with all those millions of dollars, have you really just not taken the time to open a book and read? Is that what it is? Please, with your millions of dollars, don't give it to charity. Don't fund your Soulja game. Go buy a library. Just go buy a library and open all of those books and read and learn something. Because you are just not competent, man. It baffles me. The absurdity that this man is implying, guys. Can someone please explain to me what is wrong with this man? Oh my gosh. The fact that he played that card really was the final straw for me. Because here he is with all of this money that he could actually spend on software, that he could actually spend to making a new phone, a new console or whatever, and actually putting good software into it. And what does this little scumbag, like so many corporations who actually have financial stability, do? They take something and rip it off and cut corners and find loopholes to exploit something to where they put the smallest amount of effort in with trying to receive the maximum amount of profit. Why do you think he sold that little half-done console at $300 when in reality it was an emulator? Because he knew, oh, I'm Soulja Boy, so I have little fanboys who will ride my dingling and buy everything I want, so I'm gonna sell this at $300, even though if you did buy this, you're insane, because you could actually get a PlayStation 4 for $200, which is cheaper and an absolute monster of a machine compared to that garbage that he's making. Oh my gosh, I don't like making these kinds of videos. I don't like getting involved in drama, but when I heard that crap, oh man, oh, Soulja Boy, please do the internet a favor and grow some comprehension skills. If you're actually going to try and compete, how about use some of that money that you've earned throughout your life? You know, in your freaking, in that Everyday Struggle show, you said, hey, I'm worth $30 million. So how about investing some of that to actually developing new things? And while you're at it, like I said, feel free to buy a freaking library and learn how to read and speak some English, buddy. With that being said, I'm going to bring this video to an end. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and notification bell, because YouTube is broken still to this day, and I don't know when they're going to fix their crap. So that's the only way that you are subscribed, is if you hit that notification bell as well as a subscribe button. I have an amino linked into the comments if you would like to join and ask me questions. I'm a bit heated, as you guys can probably tell. So I'm just going to bring that to an end. Rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you want to see in the future in the comments below. And let me know how you feel about this whole Soulja Boy fiasco. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Take care.